When I was young, I did not have skill. I had to practice to be skilled, I guess.
Yeah, but you had natural talent.
No, I practiced my whole life. There was no internet when I was a child. I was born in 1975. There was no internet. I just read books and I drew. I started, when I started drawing, I was in elementary school. I was copying Garfield out of the newspaper and tracing it. And then eventually I learned the muscle memory to just draw those fucking John Arbuckle Garfield eyes on my own and make my own characters with them.
What made you want to draw it? What made you like dig into it?
Boredom. I was dropped on my head as a baby too, so on the left side, I think. Fractured my skull at 6 months old. I think 6 weeks, 6 months. It's written down in my baby book. I rolled off the changing table on the concrete and my left side of my head swelled up like a goddamn grapefruit. It was 1975. My mom took me to the hospital. They didn't do shit. They said, oh, the swelling will go away. It did. I had like a 1/4-inch fracture, I guess, on the left side of my skull. I guess I was leaking brain fluid into my skin. I guess it went back inside the hole. I don't know. I'm brain damaged, dude, anyway. I've done a lot of drugs, y'all. I ain't proud of it, but whatever. Made me a better artist.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I always like the most skilled, just naturally fucking skilled artists are always just like, yeah.
I don't feel like I'm a naturally talented artist. I can't draw a portrait to save my fucking life. Well, I can. It takes me a long fucking time to do anything realistic. But I rejected all the realistic art a long time ago. Cause I'm not interested in that kind of art. This shit does not appeal to me.
I think it's a photo.
Yeah, that's a photo. But if it was a drawing, it would not appeal to me. I like stylistic art. I love graffiti. Always loved graffiti. In high school, I didn't do no fucking work. All I did was draw in my notebooks. I'd write my name over and over with different fills. Write my tag name. If I had a substitute teacher, I would fucking draw her fucking ass all fucked up looking. Like, I was born to be a caricature artist. No doubt about it. I think I got my first one at 12 years old. And I was like, I think I even asked the guy, I was like, you get paid to do this, dude? He was like, yeah. I was like, sweet. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fucking... I started working at 13 years old for my dad. Working in trailer park. Digging ditches and running sewer lines, water lines, blocking up trailers, strapping them down. Blah, blah, blah. Manual labor. And I hated it. Hated all of it. It's hot outside in the summer. I was in like fucking middle school when I started doing that shit. And after 2 summers of that, and he would take me to Busch Gardens all the time and I'd get my picture drawn. Eventually he knew I was an artist and he was like, that's what you should do, son. You should be an artist because you're not cut out for manual labor. I do a lot of manual labor actually as a man. I was doing manual labor just a couple weeks ago. but it was the best decision I ever made. It took me 3 years to get hired at Busch Gardens because I wasn't allowed to work there for 2 years. I was kicked out of the park. Pass fraud or some bullshit.
You said what? Pass fraud?
Yeah.
Pass fraud? Oh, you made up a card.
No, I had my own card. I think I used it. We used a hand stamp method so I could get my buddy in, and then he bought his season's pass afterwards or something. But I don't know. I really didn't get how we got in trouble for that. But I started doing caricatures like 18. But I applied the 2 years in between, and they just said they couldn't hire me. So I just would go home, and during that whole year, I would just keep practicing caricature with marker, because I was a graffiti artist anyway. So I always had markers, and I love drawing with a marker. It's my favorite. It's my favorite medium besides the number 2 pencil, but I don't really like to sketch. I'd rather use a marker. You can do more fun shit with a marker than you can with a pencil.
The lines are way bolder and way more.
You can get that thick to thin with a marker where you really don't get that with a pencil because it doesn't have that flex.
Yeah, you're from Virginia, right?
Yeah, born and raised Newport News, aka Bad News VA. Represent, y'all. 2 up, 2 down.